Greetings, blessings. Welcome to this space dedicated to sharing what's on my heart. I'm Kara, and if you like going against convention and following nature's call, please stick around. Today, I'm in the car with two sleeping babies that I'm feeling called to share my feelings on tattoo regret. I have a number of tattoos. It's like 13 or 12 or something like that. And recently, as I grow into womanhood, into myself, as I mature, as I evolve and change and shed old beliefs and adopt new beliefs and see the world in a different way and want to embody different things in my everyday existence, I've been reflecting a lot on the tattoos that I have. I'll insert pictures as I go along, depending on how far we get. Basically, I regret pretty much all of my tattoos. The only tattoos that I absolutely love and I don't regret are actually the very first tattoos I ever got. Put them right here. These really cute little eyeballs on my ankles. And they were spur of the moment. My first tattoo, I was 19, just moved out, or maybe I was 18. I was 18 or 19, had just moved out, new city, going to college, and I just got them and I love them, still love them throughout all my changes, all the iterations of myself. However, as I kept acquiring tattoos, it was like they were a part of me then and a part of who I was in that moment, or who I thought I was, or who I was trying to be, who I was trying to impress, who I was trying to emulate. And now there are these timestamps, these permanent timestamps on my body that I don't like. I mean, just to cut to the chase, I don't think they're ugly. I don't think they're poorly done. However, greetings and blessings. I am just popping into this video to say a few more words that I didn't quite express during the first filming of this, and that is that my tattoos as well, stylistically now, are not what I like, which is kind of funny because I don't dislike tattoos. In fact, I probably will get more tattoos. I will probably cover these up with tattoos depending on what I can do, but my tattoos are either words or pictures. And now I want more ornamental design, adornment, that sort of thing. You know, I have like a little guy here. I have like a big quote. I have this picture of Pan and this thing from a Picasso, and like I don't mind the plant so much, and like more words, another word and another word, you know? And now I'm coming to the thought of, why did I brand myself with these things? Why did I brand myself with a picture of Pan? Why did I brand myself with this little guy who was an earring that I once had, and this quote that I still like, but you know, now I don't really like the font and whatever? Why did I brand myself with three little bunnies and the word enigma? I don't want to be an enigmatic, I think that's right, person now. And back when I got the tattoo, I thought it was cool to be mysterious and for no one to understand you, and I felt very alone in the world. I felt very dark and heavy, and like, you know, I cut my hair off and I got the tattoos, and I was really channeling this masculine energy that now in my adult life, after I've grown and birthed and nursed my own children, and I'm married to a very manly man, I realized that I am not a masculine person. I'm a female, and I have pretty feminine energy, and a lot of my masculine energy that I had when I was younger was a mask, was a coping mechanism for a lot of trauma and suffering that I did endure, and being masculine helped me get through it, but that wasn't true to myself. It wasn't authentic. That's a whole other tangent, but my tattoos express that masculine force. And now I'm a woman. I'm an embodied woman with children and leaking breasts. And I wear dresses a lot of the time, and I feel very feminine, and I feel that way. And I realized that I always felt that way, but I was masking. And so now to have these tattoos that I perceive as more masculine, and I remember them and reflect on times when I was trying to embody more masculine things, it just doesn't fit. And it is frustrating because it's not the way I view myself now. And it's also funny that I get complimented on my tattoos quite often. However, I used to really like it. I used to feel like validated by it. And I think in a way I got the tattoos to be noticed, to be validated. I'm not saying that's everyone's experience, and it wasn't a conscious thing either, but reflecting now, because now I get compliments on my tattoos, and I kind of say, oh, thank you, and then I, in the next breath, go, and I'm thinking of getting them removed, but I appreciate that you are saying you like them. And usually I'm met with a response of, oh, why? Oh, they're so cool. What a shame. Oh, you should keep them. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, great, thanks for your opinion, stranger. However, like, that's my truth. And I feel really good walking in the truth of, I don't like this, and I made a mistake. And I really think it's important to be vocal about making a mistake and be honest about it and be true about it, because now I'm no longer feeling swayed when somebody says that they like my tattoos. I feel confident enough in my decision, in my perspective, in my body, in my experience, my reality, my existence, to say thank you, and I no longer like them. And in a weird way, it's like affirming to myself that I don't need these for other people. I hope that makes sense. Those are just a few points that I wanted to make that I feel like I didn't quite touch on in this video. However, I do feel like now it is a more complete picture of my feelings regarding my tattoos and my regret about my tattoos. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you for being here. However, I don't like them anymore. I feel like I'm not that person. I don't really want to even remember that person. She was very dark and insecure and trying to fit in, trying to stand out in a negative way. And my tattoos emulate that for me personally. And they were during periods of my life where my mental health wasn't very good, when I was just not a happy person. I was younger, I wasn't a mother, I wasn't embodying my divine femininity. So they feel really detached from me, and I'm at a point where I'm accepting of, okay, like, I have these on my body. I'm not mad at myself, I'm not angry, I'm not even sad. However, I do have a feeling of I want to change it. I want to embody myself better. And I guess that's just the whole point of this, is I wish I had waited until I was older to get most of my tattoos, right? Like, I do like some of them. There's There's two in particular that I really like, my first ones, and then I have a little female sign right here. I really like those, but everything else I could do without, and I hope to take steps to maybe get them covered up or removed eventually. But I wish I waited until I was a little older, until I knew myself better, until I was closer to that age of my brain being fully developed. Because I am just a completely different person than when I got most of my tattoos, and I just don't resonate anymore with that person. You know, I accept her, I love her, I receive her, I completely embody her. However, I'm not her. Do you understand? Does that make sense? And I don't want my children to see my tattoos and think like that's my mom, or because my mom got these when she was super young, I should too. You know, I wish someone who I respected and who had been through it was there to guide me in, do you really want this? Are you gonna really like this in the next few years? You know, had I known that my life was gonna completely change course, I don't know if I would have gotten the tattoos I did. And luckily they're not huge and they're not super dark, and I think I will be able to cover them up in a way that I like eventually, or get them removed pretty easily. But it's just something that's been weighing on me recently as I've been trying to really accept myself in my totality and really trying to embody who I am and figure out who that is and accept her and integrate all the little parts of myself that I like and don't like. That's just where I'm at. And I don't know, maybe someone out there is struggling with their mental health and they're young and they maybe don't know what they're doing with their life, or they're going through like big emotional upheavals, or they're feeling insecure and they're thinking about getting tattoos. I urge you to just sit on it, just wait. Impulsivity can be great, but it can also have consequences. And I can't say that any of my tattoos were really thoroughly planned out and that I sat with them for a long period of time, 6 months, a year, 2 years. I really encourage anyone who's considering getting tattoos when you're young to really just hold off. Like, you have time, there's plenty of time. Because now I have these tattoos and my children are young, they're 2.5 and 1. And all these photos, all these important photos and memories of me and my children, the birth of my second son, like my tattoos that I don't like are in these photos. And it really breaks my heart because it's not me. I don't want to be represented that way. I don't resonate with those pictures. Yeah, I feel like I'm saying the same things over again, but these are the things that are coming up right now for me. And I just wanted to share. I wanted to share my little story.
Nice snowy ocean.
And now I have to go.
Snowy ocean.
Thank you.